Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back to talk about all of the fragrances that I wore last week. So I've got quite a few here because there were a couple days that I was able to wear more than one fragrance in a day, so I do have quite a few. I did just want to share like the sweetest thing that just happened to me though, just for a little brightness in the day because humans can be so good. So Charlotte and I I did my chatty get ready with me video, and then we took a break and we drove down the road to Starbucks. And I was coming up to the light, so not the light where you turn to go to Starbucks, but the one before it. I was coming up to the light and a state trooper was turning across the road and he got into the median, and I went ahead and stopped because if I had kept going forward, I would have blocked him so he couldn't get to the light. So I just went ahead and stopped back so that he was able to pull into the light so that he could go when the light turned. Instead of having to wait for a line of cars because I blocked him, if that makes sense. I try to be a super courteous driver. So anyways, we get up to the next light and we're both turning into Starbucks. So he goes and he places his order, and then I pull up and I place my order, and mine's kind of big because I got a drink for me, a drink for Charlotte, and then Charlotte also wanted a ham and Swiss croissant. So our total ended up being like $17. So we get to the window and the state trooper's already paid, gotten his stuff and driven away. And the guy comes to the window and he was like, "Oh, the guy that was before you paid for your order." And I was like, "What?" And he said, "Yeah, the guy that came before you paid for your order." And when I used to work at Starbucks, people used to do that all the time. So then I was like, "Oh, okay, well, let me just pay for the person behind me then." The person behind me only ordered like a drink. It was like $4. So I couldn't believe it. It was so nice. And I've never had like a police officer do that. It was just so sweet. I couldn't believe it. And I thought maybe because I was like a courteous driver and, I don't know, it was just super, super sweet. So anyways, I just wanted to share that because it just happened. And I will tell you, they put so much half and half in my drink. This is one of those it's an apple crisp shaken espresso, which I love. And I have them make it with half and half instead of the oat milk or whatever kind of plant milk they use. And this supposedly has 2 shots of espresso in it, but I'm pretty sure it didn't. So when I came home, I had some of my pumpkin spice cold brew concentrate, and I put it in there. And I put a lot in, and it like tastes like coffee now, but it is still so light. It's delicious though, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm probably drinking like an entire day's worth of calories in this one drink. Anyways, let's jump into what I wore last week. So I pulled this one out. This is my Be-Layered Caramel Overdose, which is Killian Love Don't Be Shy. I was just craving this. I love this fragrance. I used to really, really not like it, and it's just grown on me so much. You can see how well aged my bottle is. I've had this bottle for probably 5 years now. And you can just see how dark my liquid has gotten. It's just aged beautifully. And it is stunning. This is I could have sworn that Love Don't Be Shy had marshmallow in it. I think actually somebody said it does have marshmallow in it if you look on the website. But this is like orange blossom and marshmallow. It's sweet, it's smooth, it's creamy smelling. It's really, really sweet actually, and I love this scent. This is like one of my comfort scents. So I think I wore this to bed one night. And I think I sprayed it on the afternoon, maybe at I don't know, 4-ish or something, and I could still smell this. I smelled like this until I washed it off the next day, until I took a shower the next day. It's such a beautiful scent. There are so many dupes of this fragrance on the market at this point, you could just take your pick, but I love this one, and I love Parfums de Marly Oriana. I think that they're the 2 best, Love Don't Be Shy smell-alikes. So anyways, that is Be-Layered Caramel Overdose. Okay, next I pulled out my Montel Rose Elixir. I actually just had this in a video that I put up last week, my longest lasting fragrances in my collection video. This thing is such a monster. It's funny because I know that it's one of my longest lasting fragrances that I've got in my collection. But it still amazes me every time I wear this how long lasting it is. I sprayed this on at probably 10 o'clock in the morning, say yesterday, and I smelled like this for a full 24 hours. I smelled like this until I took a shower. And not just on clothing, like on skin. It's incredible. It lasts such a long time. I love this. This is such a beautiful like rose, lychee, strawberry combination. It's got a little bit of a clean musk in the base. It's just a stunning perfume. I think I did wear that. I think I wore it day before yesterday. It has been so unbearably hot here this past week, like so unbearably hot. Thankfully, it's supposed to cool down next week, but I've been really, you'll see, I've been gravitating towards fragrances like this, especially this last half of the week, because it has just been whoa hot, like too hot, like so hot and humid that as soon as you walk out, you just start feeling sweat roll down your chest, and oh, I hate it. I don't like heat like this. So anyways, yeah, fragrances like this have been my best friend, and this thing is a monster. It's a beautiful, super sweet, feminine, lychee, rose, strawberry, musk combination. It is gorgeous. One of my favorite Montal fragrances that I've ever smelled. I just think it's a stunner. So anyways, that one is Montal Rose Elixir. Okay, this is another one that I wore. I think I wore this one yesterday. This is the Jenny Glow Peony Oil that I have, and this is basically like a clean, sweet, kind of white musky peony fragrance. It's really, oh gosh, it's got a really beautiful, almost kind of like a slight tartness in the top. It's clean, it's sweet, it's perfect in really, really hot weather. And this thing is an absolute beast. Jenny Glow is an Armaf brand, so these Armaf oils are crazy long lasting, especially this one. I've got this one and I've got the Tag Her oil, and this one is, the Tag Her oil lasts a very long time too, but this one is just a monster. Lasts forever. You can put it on one time in the morning, you are good. You will not have to reapply fragrance at all. It's amazing. I love this. I don't know if you can still get this. You used to be able to get it on Amazon. This is huge too. This is like 20 mil of oil. So much oil. This will last me a lifetime. Because I've had this for years and it's barely even got a dent in it, because you only need to swipe on a little bit. It's amazing. So anyways, that is Jenny Glow Peony. Okay, I pulled out my Burberry Goddess fragrance. This is a comfort fragrance for me. This is one of my easy reach fragrances. This is basically lavender and like 4 different kinds of vanilla. I love, love, love this. In the heat, I get a little bit more of the lavender than I do in the colder weather. When I wear this in the colder weather, the lavender hangs around for maybe like 10 minutes, and then it just dries down to the most beautiful, like cozy, perfumey vanilla. In the heat, I get a little bit more of the lavender with this one. I still get a ton of the vanilla, but I can smell the lavender for a little bit longer, maybe like an hour or so, before it just fully dries down to the cozy vanilla. I love this scent. I love Burberry scents in general. This was an absolute love for me though when I first got it. You can see I've got quite a big dent in this because, again, it is one of my comfort fragrances and I do wear this one a lot. It's just an easy reach. And it lasts a very, very long time on me. I think I did spray something else on that evening, but I put this on. I usually take a shower sometime, usually between like 8 o'clock in the morning and 10 o'clock in the morning. So that's when I usually apply my perfume. So I put this on probably somewhere between 8 and 10, and I probably applied another perfume maybe like 4, 5, 6, somewhere around then. So it lasts a really long time, even in really high heat. This lasts an even longer time in cold weather. I just love this. It's an amazing scent. So that is Burberry Goddess. Okay, I'm gonna save, I wore a bunch of Duas, and I'm gonna save those for the end. I did wear one of the fragrances, the full bottle that my beautiful fragrance friend Susan sent me in last week's Smelly Mail package. She sent me this full bottle of a fragrance from Sugar Me Sweet, and it is called Marshmallow Fluff. I love this. I cannot wait for cold weather to give this a really good test. I love this, even in the heat, and it was hot the day I wore this. Even in the heat, I think I got a good like 4 or 5 hours out of it. I did layer it over my Sugarworks. Sorry, my dog is walking back and forth, and I'm sure you can hear her clicking. My Sugarworks perfume oil roll-on called Sugar Me Marshmallow, which is just a plain kind of marshmallow. Yeah, it's a plain marshmallow oil. It smells very, very similar to the Marshmallow Fluff fragrance, and this combination, I think I got a good probably 6 hours out of. The combination lasted a really long time, and that was in high heat, so I can only imagine what this is going to be like when it cools down. I cannot wait for it to cool down. I can't wait to layer this with my Replica by the Fireplace. I do that sometimes with my plain marshmallow oil, and I just love adding a little bit of marshmallow to Replica by the Fireplace. I just think it's such a yummy combination, and I cannot wait to do that with this combination and Replica by the Fireplace. I will do that as soon as we get a little bit of cool weather, and then I will update you on how it worked out. But yeah, that is Sugar Me Sweet, Marshmallow Fluff, and then my Sugarworks Sugar Me Marshmallow. Such an amazing, just yummy. If you want to smell like just a bag of marshmallows, that's what that is. Okay, and then I also tested one of the samples that Susan sent. This is from Fleur, and this is called Heavy Cream. This is a body mist, and I'm going to tell you guys, that day I put on my EOS or EOS, however you say it, Cashmere Vanilla Lotion, and then I came in here and I sprayed pretty much the entire decant of this body mist on, and somebody else told me that the vanilla, I think it's called Vanilla Skin, somebody else told me that the Vanilla Skin body mist was an absolute beast, because I was saying how I wasn't interested in a body mist, and they were like, trust me, these body mists are like very long lasting and strong. So I was super interested, and this one is, I don't want to say it's like a light scent. It's definitely not light, but it's not like a heavy perfume either. So I really didn't know what to expect from this. Well, so I layered it over my Vanilla Cashmere Lotion, and then I went hard. I went heavy with this. Like, I sprayed it on all over like you would a body mist. And I think I was able to smell this for a good like 4 hours. I could not believe it. For a body mist, I could smell this on myself for like 4 hours. I could not believe it. I definitely went in with one of my Dua vanillas after this wore off, but it took most of the day before this wore off enough to put some perfume on. I'm a believer in the Fleur body mists now. I think for sure I would buy one. I think that for a body mist to last 4 hours, to me, that's insane. That's a great body mist. I mean, that performs as well as some really good perfume. So yeah, I'm super interested in some of these body mists now, and this one is so good. It just smells kind of like a warm, maybe very, very slightly burnt, kind of milky vanilla is what it smells like. It has this kind of very slightly kind of burnt note to it. It's very, very milky, really beautiful. I love this. I would definitely pick it up. I think it's fantastic. So super excited that I was able to test that, because now I have just full confidence in these Fleur body mists. So anyways, that is the Fleur body mist in Heavy Cream. Really, really beautiful. Okay, so the first one I wore is Creamy Candy of Vanilla. This is a dupe of Lush Creamy Candy, and this smells identical to it. If you've ever smelled Lush Rockstar, I was obsessed with Rockstar back in the kind of early to mid 2000s. That was before we even had Lush here. I either had to order it online from Canada, or I would get it when we would travel to England and Europe. I would go into the Lush stores there and get it when we would travel. But other than that, we couldn't get it because we didn't have Lush in the States yet. And I was obsessed with Rockstar back then, just absolutely obsessed. It smells like Rockstar, but I don't know if it's the exact same scent as Rockstar, or if they added a little something to it. Maybe they added a little bit more vanilla to it or something, because it does seem a little bit more, like maybe just a touch creamier. I love it though. It smells like Rockstar to me. It's incredible. It smells identical to Lush, and I'm gonna pick up every single Lush dupe that they make. But yeah, I adore this. This thing is an absolute monster. It's probably not even fully macerated yet. I would guess, because it's one of the newer ones that they just released, and I haven't had it for very long. I've only had it for maybe, I don't know, a couple weeks now. Somebody commented on maybe my last video or a couple videos ago saying that people are using the terms macerate and age wrong. I'm not using them wrong. I know what I'm talking about when I say do all perfumes need to macerate. I have read lots of books on perfumes. I dabble in making perfume myself. I have a pretty good understanding of how perfumes are made. When chemicals are first introduced to each other, there is an actual chemical process that happens. And while that process is happening, the fragrance will change. So, and Duo fragrances it's a very well-known fact that they have to macerate before they can even start to age. So trust me when I say I know the difference. But anyways, these, I'm pretty sure mine haven't even started to age yet because they're still macerating. So that is Creamy Candy Vanilla. The next one, this is Extremely Vanille, which I absolutely love. I've probably had this one for 4 or 5 months now, and you can see the color of my liquid is starting to change. So this one I think is good and macerated now. This is the most beautiful, yummy, buttery vanilla. This one has deepened up a ton since I first got it, and it's beautiful. It's sweet, but not overly sweet. It's a very, very buttery vanilla. It's so yummy, lasts forever, even in the high heat, and I did wear this in high heat because I was just like craving vanilla. Even in the high heat, I think I got a good, I don't know, 6-7 hours out of this. I can't wait. I've not been able to test a lot of these vanillas in cooler weather, and I cannot wait to test them in cooler weather. But that's why I ordered all of these fragrances during the summertime, because I knew by the time fall rolled around that these were gonna be good and macerated and ready to like really start wearing. A lot of these vanillas and gourmands that I've been ordering from Duo, and I'm definitely right. This one, like I said, you can see the liquid is darkening up so much. It's finally really starting to come together. So anyways, that one is Extremely Vanille, which is a dupe of, I can never remember what they're dupes for. Next, this is a Duo original. This one is called Chilled Horchata. This is one of the ones that I just got recently, within the last, I think I just got it I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago. This one definitely needs to macerate. I can tell the difference from the time that I very first got this, even until now, just a couple of weeks later. It has already started to macerate. It's changing, it's deepening up. It's beautiful. This one has a tiny bit of that same kind of animalic quality that the Intimate with Vanilla has, which is the dupe of Tom Ford Vanilla Sex. It's got that same kind of like animalic quality to the vanilla. It's really strange. I really like this one. I've worn this one twice now. The first time I wore it, I couldn't smell it very well because it was like, I think I sprayed this one on the day that I got it, and it just wasn't, it was so light, it hadn't macerated at all. And then I waited like another week, maybe a couple weeks, and then I sprayed this one on again and tried it again, and it has definitely macerated and deepened up some since then. Yeah, this one reminds me a little bit of the Intimate with Vanilla from Tom Ford. It's definitely got like a similar, it's got a similar smell to it. So I really like it. I'm gonna wait. I think this needs another couple months to really come together, and my liquid is already starting to darken up. So I think that this one is gonna end up looking something like this over the next couple months. I'll keep wearing it though, and I will keep you guys updated. This has like a rice note in it. It's got a little bit of cinnamon. If you know what horchata is, it's a really yummy, like kind of creamy rice drink with cinnamon in it. Really yummy. But yeah, this has got like an animalic quality to the vanilla in the same way that the Intimate with Vanilla has. So anyways, that one is called Chilled Horchata. And then last but not least, this one, I am so excited to see how this one goes. This is the fragrance called Spiced Vanilla Extract 21, which is the Guerlain Vanilla. I don't even know what the Guerlain one is called. It's Guerlain Vanilla something. I think 21 is in the name. The Guerlain one is like $600. So when I saw that Dua duped it, I jumped on it and like with a quickness. You can see this is a vanilla fragrance and the liquid is still very clear. So as this one ages, this liquid I'm quite sure will continue to like darken up. This one is not macerated. This is one of my newest ones, so this just came in this last batch, like, I don't know, 2 weeks ago. I've already worn this one twice as well. The first time that I wore it, it was like so light. I almost like I could smell the spiciness of it, but I really couldn't smell, and I could smell the vanilla, but it was just a very light fragrance. And it's already starting to really deepen up. This one is gonna need some months. I think even after like another month, 3 months, 6 months, a year from now, this is gonna be a completely different fragrance than what we see here. This liquid is gonna darken up a ton. The smell is gonna deepen up, but this is the most beautiful, kind of light, spiced, Guerlain smelling vanilla. It is fantastic. I cannot wait for this one to macerate and also age, because I just know it's just gonna be amazing. I love it. I love it so much already. The second time I wore it, the first time I wore it, I couldn't smell it after like, I don't know, a couple hours. The second time I wore it, which was just like a week later, I was able to smell it for like 5 hours probably. So this one, by the time fall rolls around, this is just gonna be perfection. I know it is. Now the Tonka one that I got with this one, like crazy beast mode. Like you're gonna smell like that for days if you wear it. I love it, but I'm not gonna be able to test that one until it is cold out because it is too heavy for the heat. I'm pretty sure that one will make me sick. And then the brown sugar cake batter, that one has a lot of that metallic musk note in it that, like I can smell it in the bottle, and so I really don't want to spray it on my skin because I don't want to smell like that because I don't like it. So I'm probably gonna wait for that one to sit for a little while, and then probably, I probably won't test that one until fall either, but anyways, you guys, those are all of the fragrances that I wore last week. I wore a ton. I would love to hear what you all were wearing last week, and if you're like getting into transition fragrances and what the weather's like where you are, if you're like me and it's just been too hot to wear anything fall-like. Yeah, I would love to hear in the comments down below. I do hope that you all enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.